Hey guys, Mike Wolf, Dream Achiever. We are live at 5, coming at you with 3 ways to increase engagement on your posts today. That's 3 ways to increase engagement on your posts. So if you're watching us live, go ahead and type live in the chat. If you're watching us on the replay, go ahead and type replay. And let us know where you're watching from. If you're in a different country, I'm in the United States. Or if you're in a different state, I'm in Florida. Or put in your city. A lot of weather phenomenons going on in different cultures and time zones. So it's pretty cool to see where people come from. But we'll jump right into this. The top 3 ways, maybe not the top 3 ways, but 3 ways to increase engagement on your post. They're pretty simple. You may do them, you may not. You may just need to get better at them or more consistent, right? So number 1 is going to be engage in other people's posts. What's the best way to get someone's attention? Is pay them a compliment, right? So someone else is taking the time to post content. If you like, comment, share their content, they'll be notified of that, and then they're going to want to know, who are you? Why are you liking and sharing their comment? Maybe they want to look you up, right? It's everyone wants to be recognized. There's a great saying, right? Everyone wants to be recognized. Babies cry for it. Men die for it. Recognition is the biggest thing that people live for, more than anything else. Right? Success is just another way for people to get recognized. They want to be in the lights. They want to be like a movie star. They want to get known as an influencer. They want all eyes on them. This is most people, maybe not you, maybe not me, but most people want to be recognized in some way, shape, or form. And different ways to do that. If you notice, even children, when they're not getting enough attention, they'll do something negative to get the recognition because they want to get that attention. So anyway, if you engage in other people's posts, we talked about this yesterday, I believe, where you've got the law of reciprocity. You engage in other people's posts. You give them positive feedback, encouragement on what they're doing. They're more inclined to see what you're doing and drop a comment as well, which would increase engagement. And it's a good point to say is, why do you want to increase engagement? Well, the more engagement you have, the more you'll show up on other people's news feeds or For You page or whatever the pages are called, their main scroll. So the more engagement you have with them, the more you'll show up for them. And vice versa. If you're commenting on other people, you'll notice the people you comment on are showing up more for you. The people you engage with because you like their post, well, now they start showing up for you. It works the same way, but that initial engagement, that initial compliment, that initial adding value and recognizing them will raise their awareness of items that you post. And again, if you're not posting anything, then it's really not going to help. Or if you're not consistent with your post, it's going to be a little more difficult for people to find your post and reciprocate or pay attention to what you're posting if you're not consistent with your post, at least on a daily basis, posting something that people can comment on or engage with. Number 2 is going to be meaningful replies to people that post anything, any type of comment or whatnot on anything that you're doing. Or if you comment on someone's post and they comment back, give them a nice response, engage that way. If it's not even your post, but have a meaningful reply, not just the blue thumbs up, not just the little heart, right? Give someone some meaningful feedback. And generally you want this to be less than 100 characters. So real short feedback, but you want it to be nice. So if someone says, I love your post, I comment back, I say, thank you so much for letting me know. I try to add value all the time. Something short, right? And then you can also have pre-made messages, if you will. Sometimes now when you go to comment, there's little messages that automatically pop up. So I like to use those as well if they're applicable. In addition, you can add an extra comment on there to personalize the comment. So it's going to have their name, maybe the pre-popped up comment that the platform provides or Facebook provides. I've seen it mostly on Facebook. And then you add a little comment after that as well, just to personalize it additionally so they know that you're not just hitting that button to hit the button, but you're actually being thoughtful and providing a reply to their comment or that way. And then number 3 is going to be if you're posting and you post a call to action that provokes a conversation. Not necessarily a sales pitch, but a conversation. So this is great. You'll see people posting comments, not comments, but question posts. They're called intriguing questions. And you can post these once in a while. Here's a great one I just thought of. If you could pick between Mexico, Puerto Rico, or Spain, all expenses paid, which one would you go? And this would have people responding, right? In general, if people like to travel, if they could pick between Mexico, Puerto Rico, or Spain, kind of 3 Latin countries, if you will, all expenses paid, where would you want to go? And you'd be amazed at how many people drop comments on that. And what's better than that is a call to action that asks for a little bit more detail, not one-word answers, right? So if you said, if you could go Mexico, Puerto Rico, or Spain, all expenses paid, why do you like one versus the other? And they may be more inclined to give a more detailed response. You can do this with anything, right? Dogs or cats, which one's more fun to play with and why? People love posts about animals. In particular, animals and children. You don't want to, be careful with your kids on social media, but animals in particular, if you can post something about animals or foods, stay away from, in general, you want to stay away from things that are politically ignited or religiously ignited. Right? You don't want to spark a fire. Sometimes a slight controversy can be very meaningful for engagement and getting a lot of eyes on your post. But it's a fine line with those as well. They can go really south on you really fast and bad things happen. So be very mindful of those. But with the call to action, you see I do it all the time. If you're watching this live, drop live. If you're watching on replay where you're watching from. If you got value, type value. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, drop me a little heart, show me some love. Those are just general calls to action that I try and use frequently when I'm live. And then if I do another post, I'll ask people to follow me for more great tips, ask people to comment for what they like best if I ask a question, or give me their favorite response, if they like one type of dessert over the other, or if they're fasting right now or something, right? So there's just a multitude of ways that you can ask for engagement as a call to action to get people to just start posting something to start a conversation with you. And again, you can do that starting with other people's pages, then bring them to yours to engage with your content. But it's all about getting that engagement and having that dialogue. And I say this almost every time, consistently add value. If you're adding value through entertainment or a compliment or encouragement or education, people are more likely to pay attention and drop a comment, give you a little bit of love, and start up a conversation with you to create a meaningful contact, a meaningful dialogue to lead all over the world if you want it to. Making connections, finding solutions if they have issues, or if they're looking for an opportunity if you're recruiting, or maybe they know people who have the issues you have the answer for, people that are looking for an opportunity if you have one to offer, and they can be a referral source. Either way, you want to make meaningful connections, have great conversations, just make friends, and build your network, right? It's all about building the network, and your contact base will either reward you or punish you in business. And if it's been punishing you because you didn't have a big contact base, because you didn't have a big network, now's the time to grow it. I'm trying to add value for you all to help you grow your network so that you can grow your reach, so that you can expand your business, so that you can create more influence, have more success, and ultimately lead to the life of your dreams. If that's where you're going, right? If you just want to make some extra bucks, you can do that too, right? A side hustle. So anyway, we'll keep this one pretty short because it was really simple tips. 3 ways to increase engagement on your post. 1 is engage in other people's posts. Number 2 is provide meaningful responses, not just the blue thumbs up, because that's not a lot to talk about, right? Put words in there. And number 3, include a call to action in your actual post that would invoke a response from folks in a positive way. Generally, you want to, in a positive way, to invoke a response that you can then engage with their response. And that all plays together to help get more eyes on you, more exposure for you, grow your network, create more meaningful contacts, and expand your influence. So my name is Michael, Dream Achiever. I want to see you succeed. Follow me for more great tips. Type value in the chat if you got value out of this, or drop a comment, and I look forward to seeing you all at the top.